It's Friday night. I hope you feel like gossiping, 'cause I do. Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, who's also a doctor, has 3 children, Martin and Catherine, and also Ted's nephew Andre, whom they've raised. Oh, but then there's Danny, who married Bill, and they had 2 daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. And after 30 years, their daughter Naomi moved her best friend Haley into the house, and she stole her man. And now they're getting married, and Danny's not happy about none of that. But how could she be? Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it, because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates.
Friday, do, thank God it's Friday, 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 Friday. Did y'all go see that movie back in like the late 70s? Thank God it's Friday. I know my brother and sister went because I was younger, but I do remember it was a disco movie. How y'all doing this Friday night, huh? I know y'all glad it's Friday, so let me hold $20. No, okay, well, listen. How about you do this for me? How about you like the video? Because that's a way to support the channel. Or you can go on and become a subscriber, because that's a great way to support the channel too. Be it financially, or you want to hit it with a quick 1-2 on the like button, boom, boom, boom. Or you want to go ahead on and let me go and subscribe so this lady can leave me alone, because I'm not going to leave y'all alone, because I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get there. She is, and he is. I hope everybody's feeling good. I know we got bad news because we got preempted. A lot of you did. I mean, listen, let me tell y'all something. I was feeling all happy because I didn't know you could watch Beyond the Gates live on Amazon Prime, right? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be able to catch it on Amazon. I was like, and it was a couple steps behind. So I'm like, I could put this down here while I'm writing with my head down. I could still peek over here and see. And then they preempted that too. I was like, gots to be more careful. Gots to be more careful. That upset my soul. Is it me? Or is Beyond the Gate always getting preempted? Who else is getting preempted? I mean, I know other stuff be on, but I'm just saying, I be taking it personal. Leave our show alone. Preempt us at 2:01. How about that? 2:01 p.m. You can preempt us all you want. All you want. Anyway, y'all do me a favor, and let me get down here and find it. Say hello to the mods and to Tony Lynn, our official greeter over here, and the one that also gave us our name of the gatekeepers. How y'all doing? I see them wrenches down there. You know, Linda's still on her vacay, having a good time. But we'll hear all about it when she get back, because she's sending me all these pictures and videos. They're having a wonderful time. Real talk, girl, I know you was feeling, baby, I thought about you while I was watching that today. I did. Let me see, have I forgot anything? I said hello. I said say hey to the mods. I told y'all hit the like button and subscribe. I told y'all can hit that Cash App, or y'all can hit them soup stickers if you want to. I told you that, so I covered all that. So let me see who is down here typing in the comments.
Who's that typing in the comments?
Who is that typing in the comments? Well, let's see who's all down here today, okay? Of course, Tony Lynn always leaves us a greeting. He left this at 12:58 p.m. today. He said, "Greetings, salutations, gatekeepers, mod squad, Miss Jen. Hoping you all had a splendid day so far and wishing you a fabulous weekend to come." KB Mommy's in here with that blue wrench. She says, "Hey, y'all, Miss Jen, mod squad, Tony Lynn, and gatekeepers. And to those buried in the bushes, waiting in the weeds, tuning in from the trees, and even hiding in the hedges, make sure you hit that like button. We're asking you nicely. Everyone that is coming in, don't forget to smash the like button." Tony Lynn says hello to KB Mommy, and Bilo Didi is in the house. Hey, Bilo, don't you get started with me tonight, girl, about my big girl. With his big foot self. Y'all see his big feet on there? Real Talk says, hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing this fine Friday night? Cheers to the freaking weekend. I drink to that. Karen J is in the house. Hey, Miss Karen J. And let's see, Belinda Hill is also in the house. VIP Lady, I know you're new. I don't think I've seen VIP Lady. Have I, y'all? Have I seen VIP Lady down here? Because I don't know. Or did I see that before? I'm not quite sure. E Daddy's in the house. Says Good Friday, happy Friday, good gatekeepers. And Belinda Hill also reminds y'all to hit that like button on the way in, just like she did. Okay. Miss Doris C is in the house. Hey, Doris C, so good to see you. E-Daddy says, as much as I want to see Leslie pay for her crimes, she's too good a character to throw in jail. The child go to jail. I don't need her in jail. I need her out here causing all kind of mayhem and keeping us on the edge of our seat, talking about how she just gets on our nerve. We need her. We do. I'm rooting for her to stay in society just for drama's sake. Real Talks, I already read the recap for Monday's episode, and as usual, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but something huge is going to happen on Monday, like really huge. Can't wait to see what that is. VIP Lady says, yes, I'm usually in the bushes. What? Well, you know, we glad to have you out the bushes, and we got to give you a grand old royal welcome over here to eat crumpets and drink tea with us. You are now a gatekeeper.
Hey, hey.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough. Be seated.
Now, y'all leave Real Talk alone. She ain't giving no more spoilers than what they putting out there. We got because I'm definitely gonna talk about them clips that they showed. As far as I'm concerned, those are spoilers, but I don't care because I be wanting to see how it's gonna play out. It's the how it's gonna happen. Am I right about what I think? And a lot of this stuff people be writing online don't be right no way, but we have to wait and see. So, you know, it just be suspicious. But don't be giving away too much Real Talk now. They don't like that. They done told you now. They don't like that now. Y'all be kind to your cousin. Real Talk is excited about the show too now. Okay, so Bobby White is in the house, says, to E-Daddy, the old school soap operas will show locked up and characters acting up in prison scenes. I don't want to see Leslie locked up. I sure don't. I want to see her out here looking cute and wreaking havoc in all her little outfits. She might inspire me to want to lose a couple pounds. So I need her. Monday, we're going to get more clues as to what Martin did. I don't even care what Martin did no more. I really don't. I really don't. Belinda Hill says, Real Talk, hey there, soap friends. Happy Friday. I don't know what Martin did. It had to be really bad for Bill, Anita, and Vernon to go to this extent to protect Martin. You know, I was thinking about this today. How come his mom and them don't know what he did? You just went straight to your grandson, so now they're going to be mad at y'all. Your mom and them don't even know what you did. It better not be nothing too big you done hid, because they're going to... I don't want to see Anita fall out with Dr. Nicole now. I don't want to see that. Bilo Didi says, yep, because I knew Derek was going to propose because Real Talk dropped the hint yesterday. No, they showed I knew that too because they showed it in the clip. Like you could tell that's what was about to happen. So, yeah. We don't care. We don't care if they get married. We don't care. I don't care. That's all we need is some younger DNAs ripping and running all up and through, boring it up the screen some more. Mommy, Little Joey touched the refrigerator. Him and Dad are always leaving fingerprints on it. Mommy, Daddy left his shoes on the floor. I don't want to hear all that. I really don't. I ain't never wanted somebody to break up before they got together so bad in all my life. Karen J says, I want to see Leslie get a membership at the country club. Baby, I do too. I want to see Leslie become a formidable character that they got to fight against, like Dominique Devereaux. Dominique wasn't evil, but I'm just saying, what they need to fight with her like Dominique Devereaux. I cannot wait for y'all to see what happens Monday. What happens Monday is going to break the internet. Well, I hope so, because we could use a little excitement. I would love to sit there with my mouth all agape like, all right, well, let me get into the thing so y'all can get up here and talk. Because I ain't came on here all talking. All right, let me get up into my pictures, which I check, and double check. And I hope that they stayed in order this time. If they didn't, y'all gonna get the picture I click on, I mean. Okay, let me. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, so Kat and Chelsea are moving in, and Tomas. Hold on 1 second. I want to update these comments so that this is the last thing that shows. It's shorter. Okay. All right, back to this. So Kat and Chelsea are moving in, and Tomas is helping them. And Kat is all do this, do that, this, and she flirting with him at the same time. But she also makes it clear to him that I am going to have my own private quarters. Then in come Danny and fell up in Tomas's arms looking all thirsty and thrilled. Elichi Eo says, Happy Friday. Host mods and chat, I wiped my feet by hitting the like button. So he or she said, do not get started with them about hitting the like button because they already done hit it. I'll give you your official welcome in a minute again. Hold on. But anyway, she and there acting all, girlfriend. Put it over there. Do this, do that. Oh my God, I need you to do that. And then she's like, I got my own private quarters here too. And he's like, okay, girl. Keep on talking that big girl talk. You keep on writing them checks. You want the soon cash one. Keep on cat. You in them little short dresses, Chad. I'm just saying. Bill is at the hospital doing what Bill does at the hospital, which is cutting up and showing out, trying to bribe his way home. And Dr. Montgomery is like, child, I beg to differ. That ain't about to happen around here. And he even asked for another opinion. He was like, let me figure out to find your Achilles heel to get on your nerve. Maybe you'll want to get rid of me. And he was like, I might need another opinion. She said, you mean other than the second and the third one you already done got? And Haley says, don't worry. I've got a plan that's going to help Bill. Okay, girl. You got some more Gatorade in your purse? I like this tank top. That was cute. Vernon and... Hold on. Okay, whatever. Vernon and Martin are at the country club, and he shows him a picture of... See again? Y'all know this. See? And I know I uploaded that picture. These folks are on my nerves. Just going to use this for now. Okay, so Vernon and Martin are at the country club, and he shows him a picture of Miss Anita Williams and the Articulates. See, that's how stuff gets started. Right there, that's how stuff gets started out here in the music world and these groups. Was it always Miss Anita Williams and the Articulates, or was it just the Articulates? This is that same Diana Ross and the Supremes, then when it was just the Supremes. Y'all doing too much. Last night in the Pips. Well, I guess that always was that way, but I'm just saying, I digress. I need to know, were they always Anita Williams and the Articulates, or were they just the Articulates? Hey, J-Bez. He's like, yeah, this is her. Look how she looked. She looked cute then. She was really singing. She was in her bag then. She was doing her thing. And then he says, Martin says, sometimes you get second chances. And Martin, it looked like you're going to need one too. You're going to need one too, Martin. Ashley is quite worried that the reason why Derek wants to go out with her after all tonight is because he want to break up with her. And she just ran Andre down. Andre, I need to talk to you. He said, what's going on, baby love, sweetie cakes, pookie pie? I think Derek wants to break up with me because he wants to, quote unquote, talk. Meanwhile, Derek was down to the jeans saying to Naomi that there was something that he felt he just had to do. And she's like, are you sure this is what you want to do? And if it is what we think you want to do, I hope it ain't, because last thing we need is a wedding ending in I can't and tears. I can't do it. Y'all are not Whitley and Dwayne, honey. I do not need that repeated with y'all. I just don't. But then again, if she ended up to not be able to do it because of Andre, and then Danny came down there and clowned at that wedding, ooh, we would have us something. Finally, she would be interesting. Derek, finally, your girl would be interesting. Danny was lightweight flirting, in my opinion, with Tomas. She would, girl, what is you? Anyway, she offers him a job modeling as a side hustle. And he said his plate is pretty full right now, being a lawyer. He ain't got time to be cheesing and grinning and skimming for dollars. And may I say, these earrings that she's wearing are quite beautiful. I love them on her. I'm gonna have to hunt me down a pair like that. I like that. I like those. Those are nice. Very nice. Anyway, he leaves, and Kat gives him a little smoochy boochy over there, right in the light. They in the light, child. In front of the window with all that natural filter light coming in softly, landing on them. Look at him back there. And Danny was like, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, so she gives him a quick little peck. And Danny, of all folks, starts telling her how she needs to slow down and stay like she is as long as you can, girl. Girl, what do you know about slowing down? You are your daughter. I'm just saying, birds of a feather be mother and daughter together sometimes. Haley has a special treatment that she's going to give Bill to make sure that he does act right. So she turns down the lights in the hospital room to do what I thought only she do. You know, stuff that don't help nothing right now. But I turned out to be wrong. But I was like, girl, if I hear bam, 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 I'm gonna fall out. I better not. Vernon reminisces about Anita on the stage and how she could just captivate an audience. He's so in love with her. He feels fortunate to have her, and Martin does too. He's like, I feel fortunate to have her as a grandmother. I really do. I really do. And he tells Vernon that he needs help though. And I don't know if I can be fixed or if anything can fix me. He's still having these dreams, and now it's getting real serious because they're like hallucinations now, even in the daytime with his eyes wide open, eyes wide shut. He's having these hallucinations, these visions of whatever this is that he did and they hid. Let it out, Martin, because we ready to know we tired now. Because we already know it ain't going to be nothing, whatever. So anyway, Martin doesn't know what's going on with him because he said, I've done everything that I'm supposed to do to eliminate stuff and it's not working. And he also tells him that his mom knows, and Vernon said, you have no idea what you've done. You have no idea what you've just done. That's all y'all need is Anita, not Anita. Yeah, Dr. Nicole on y'all back. That's all y'all need now. Ashley is hoping that things will smooth over with Derek. Is that why you talking to this man? Are you talking to this man, grinning and tee-hee because you want things to work out with Derek? Okay. I didn't know it worked like that, but okay, girl. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Anyway, is that why you in the face of Andre talking about the man you really love, girl? I'm going to get her to try sometime, see how that work out. Because why are you all whining to Andre about it? Why you not talking to Nicole? Huh? Ain't that your friend? Well, like I said, I was wrong. Haley was actually showing Bill a slideshow on the wall. And it was a picture when she said, the first time that I know you looked at me differently. Here it is. Now, hear what I'm saying. How is this a moment? Who captured it? And and I'm saying, girl, you yes, here's the moment that you were married. And when you first looked over at me and knew that I was the one for you and not your wife for 30 years, my best friend's daddy. What a moment. I'm so happy we caught it. This is when I realized when I saw this picture that you had wanted me. Maybe this is when your scheming started, when you saw that he had wanted you. All I'm saying is, girl, this ain't nothing to be proud of right here. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. She also included in her slideshow a picture of the sonogram of the baby. And she said, it's a picture of our future, and I want us to continue to have a future. So I need you to calm down and do what these doctors is telling you to do so that we can have even more memories. And then at the end, she had to put a little spicy picture in there for him, but that's her husband, so she can do what she want to do. Now, let us hope that this did get Bill through, girl, and help him to calm down. But you know Danny on the way, girl, so whatever. Danny wants to stay and help the girls decorate, but they realize then that they like, oh, we're gonna do this ourselves now. We're trying to take over. Now we in the guest house now, but we ain't trying to have you back here running things. Although we are grateful that you are close enough that if we need you, we know you're here. That's why we'd ask you to be a part of the company. But we really want to try to do it on our own. And she's like, okay, I understand. I understand. Like, we want your guidance, girl. But from over there. Not this close, but from over there. Not close, girl. From over there. They want 50 paces now. Step on back. Andre said that if he was in Derek's place, he would never let Ashley go. Not you, girl. I would never let you go. But I'm just saying, don't that sound just like what Carlton, old big old fine suffer just said about Dr. Nicole? These folks is bold behind the gate, just snatching up who they want. Bill did it. Everybody else, I'm just saying now. Now, y'all know the second Vernon say the words, what in the blue blazes? There's something going on he don't like. And he wanted to know what in the blue blazes was going on up in here. He is not happy that Martin talked to his mother. And he tells him that he won't call the therapist either that she told him. Because he's like, I ain't going to call. I'm not going to do that. He's like, good, because we need to sit tight on this thing, man. And then that little man comes up to the table scurrying around like a squirrel out in the yard. And Martin says that he was vague in what he told his mother. So when that man tried to come over to the table, Vernon just shooed him away. He was like, we don't need nothing. Go ahead on now. Go on, shoot fly. Don't bother us. But he went to the next table so he could hear what he could hear. Then we got that breaking news, which I hope everybody's okay. But I almost fell out. Bill and Haley are laying in the hospital bed, which, sidebar, that ain't no good thing to do. Germs are baby, that's the reason why you need to get out of the hospital as soon as you can get out, because germs is real up in there. You shouldn't even put your purse on nobody's bed when you go to the hospital. Get in the bed, under these sheets, everybody, now. Take that home with me. But anyway, they're laying in there and they're just talking. And she's like, Bill, I know you're complicated. Bill says, yeah, I'm complicated. She said, but I'm going to be the first one that's going to understand you. Girl, you better save the world. I don't trust no man that ain't never been understood before, though. As my dad always said, any man ain't been got by the time you 50, baby, that ain't somebody you want. Now, that's what my daddy told me. Because there's done been some women that try to understand you. Work it out with you, work it through with you. You couldn't get along with nobody. You need to be divorced at least one good time, child. I need somebody that wanted you. Anyway, she's like, I'm going to be the one to understand you, Bill. And Bill says that many have tried. You better put that carrot out there for her to chase Bill. He's like, many have tried. She said, well, I'll be the first one to get it right. Girl, and you're going to be working hard trying to get it right. You're going to be working hard. Because Bill got a roving eye, girl. That's how he found you. He care right now. It's some players out here that they really got hard. They really do got hard. They got real feelings for right now. And then when they see something else, they feel something again. Bill, Haley, little girl, I'm just saying now. You better take some of this experience that we've had in life, girl. Listen. Well, anyway, Bill said that she said that she's tired. She said, I know you're tired of being stuck in that bed because you like to keep busy. And then there's a knock on the door, and it's Tomas with an arm full of work. And Haley has arranged to let him stay busy without a computer. Excuse me, y'all. I got these things on the floor that I balance my feet on. They're weights. They're like kettlebells. So I'm sitting in a high chair, so I put my feet on top of them. So sometimes I got to move them around. Hold on. Wait a minute. I don't make a mistake there. Oh, yeah. Hold on, y'all. But anyway, she's let Tomas bring by an arm full of paperwork for Bill to work on. And so Bill is happy. And Tomas is going to sit there with him as they go through things kind of case by case and using just pen and paper instead of looking at the computer and all of that kind of stuff, which is probably better. I still prefer pen and paper. I still prefer that somebody had to go break into the office and get all our paperwork one by one, as opposed to sitting at home in their dirty drawers and one sock on, stealing stuff via the internet. It was better. But anyway, after they finish transforming the place, everybody's pleased as punch because they did let Danny stay and do a little something. Those are cute little pants she got on. They're like 70-ish, but not 70-ish, but they're cute. So after they finish transforming the place, everybody's happy, but Danny's got to leave because I've got to go to the hospital and check on Bill. And they're like, isn't it after visiting hours? She was like, that means nothing to me. I'm getting in. I'm going to see about Bill. Okay, girl. All right, then. Well, Derek was waiting for Ashley to get to the place, and she came in looking, boringly nice. Nice little slip dress, red lips. Her hair was done. That's all I can say about it. He has on a nice little blue suit. Whatever. Y'all dressed up and boring now. Okay. All right. So after okay, so I was talking. Okay, so she was dressed up and she was like, I know you invited me down here to break up with me. He was like, girl, what are you talking about? I ain't invited you down to break up with you. Calm down. Well, Ashley was like the future who? Derek said he had been practicing. Oh, wait. Yeah, Ashley was like, he said, I wanted to talk to you about being the future, whatever. And she said, the future who? And he was like, you. I've been practicing all day so that I could say this to you, It's because I want us to continue on this journey together. I admire you and how you are with people and blah, blah, blah. and blah, 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 blah. And girl, you are my life, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. So anyway, he wants to spend forever with her, being boring together. That's cute. Montgomery and Chelsea were on the phone talking fashions and all of that. And then Chelsea invited her over to the new place. So when Chelsea gets off the phone, Kat is like, girl, you may as well go and drop tea. What's going on? And she's like, I know you like it. She's like, yeah, I do. I do. I do. She's like, okay, then. Then that's that. Kat has to leave to meet Jacob at the station. So I guess you got some more mess you need to be stirred up on Monday, girl. But we'll be here to see what it was. We'll wait on you, girl. Go ahead, girl. We'll see you when you get down into the station. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Oh, yeah. So just then, Andre came in calling out, Danny, girl, where you at, girl? And he was like, show yourself, woman. And they was like, what? Andre, you walking up in here like you own the joint, sir. He was like, ooh, oh. Hey, y'all. Well, Danny ends up running into Tomas at the hospital. Where's that picture at? Hold on, you guys. So Danny ends up running into Tomas down to the hospital. And don't have that picture, but that's okay. Okay, so she ran into him down at the hospital when she got down there. And she told him, she said, I just want to let you know, if you end up hurting Kat in any kind of way, then it will be very difficult for you to seek employment in this hemisphere at all. At all. And then she walks in and opens up Bill's door, and him and Haley was in there in the bed. And then she says, I hope you all weren't getting busy, was you? Vernon and Martin are still at the country club, and Vernon wants Martin to know how much he loved, and wait a minute, how much he's loved, and how much he's loved. He and Anita both love him, and they want him to be okay. And all he has to do is just stay the course, Martin. Don't veer too much to the left or to the right. Calm down. So Vernon gets a call from Anita, and he has to get up and move for better reception. And then this scurrying all the time around like a squirrel man is over there looking over his shoulder. Do nobody at the country club don't see him being nosy like this? Because if I worked there, I'd have seen that by now, child. I'd have seen it and turned you in. I'd have told on you. So Danny says that they need to lighten it up in here and liven things up, and turns the light back on. And they was looking like shy. But see, I'm going to tell you something. Bill don't never be mad to see her, though. And don't. And Danny done gave you is it Danny? No, Haley done gave you a whole slideshow down there, and you still not satisfied till you see your little Danny in. But she's like, y'all need to liven it up in here. Liven it up. A man like Bill needs to not be stagnant. And I bet you've ignored your doctor's orders and you stop back working again. And Bill laughs and he says, guilty as charged. Because a man do like somebody that knows him well. At least that's what I know. But at either rate, she want to update him on what's going on with the girl. She says, but I'll leave you guys. And Bill says, no, actually, I would like to hear that if you don't mind, honey. And Haley said, no, of course I don't mind. Those are your daughters. So, yeah, go ahead. And then Danny starts chattering on like a wife downloading on her husband at the end of the day. You know how you do when you see your husband. And then this happened. Then she gonna go in there and she gonna tell me. And then I told her, and then she said, and then I said, then they told me, I told them ain't no way I'm gonna do all that. And then he said, that stuff men hate that when we do that to them. But but she downloading him like she's used to doing with him. But not Danny. I'm gonna tell you now, real talk about the way you out, Danny. For this very thing that you done did today. Real talk on where you out when she come up here tonight. I already know. Because you back down there to the hospital. You in here chittering, chattering about stuff. You down there after hours. Real talk gonna get you tonight. And I'm gonna let her too, because you did too much today. You did too much today. The girls are tickled at Andre. They like, Andre, because he was over there just chattering, and then and then he messed around there and said, "Hey, Lil," and then he messed around there and said, "Oh, but you know, I ain't related to y'all. I'm not I'm not related to your mama." They was like, really? Why are you talking about that for Andre? Why was you talking about that, Andre, to these girls? One thing about Andre, he can't keep no secret. Don't tell Andre nothing. Don't tell Andre nothing. Don't tell him nothing. Because he's going to end up telling. Andre can't hold water in a glass with a handle. He can't. So anyway, he ends up leaving. And they was like, "Girl, your mother and Andre," she was like, "Stranger things have happened." And you're right, girl, it has. Back at Uptown, Derek done got down on his knee and opened up that black box, and we didn't see the ring though. At least I don't remember seeing the ring. And he tells Ashley that she's his whole world and he loves her with all his heart. Oh, that's so sweet. Girl, what you gonna say? Yes, no, maybe? Let me think about it. Meanwhile, back at that table when Martin was alone, that man done scurried back up there and whispered up in his ear and said, "Let me see." He said, "Let's see what's the color of your money." Let's see what's the color of your money. Because I know that I think he had been hearing that in this bad dream he keep having. Whatever, child. Martin, I promise you, you better not get up here over enunciating next week and nothing really happened. I'm going to be so upset. Upset, sir. I am. But about next week, child. My questions are these, what they showed us for next week. Why does Martin have that man all hemmed up on the wall at the country club like that? Because Martin said he don't know him either. Like the woman said in The Color Purple, I don't know her either. And Vernon. Who's back, Vernon? Because you got on a different shirt and you at the house today with this phone call right here, sir. Is it Dante? Is Dante back? We hope so. And Ashley, why is you dreaming, because I know this is a dream, about Andre being at your house? Didn't Derek just put a ring on it? Didn't he? And Bill, what's going on that you sneaking on the phone asking about life insurance policies? For who? For who? And more importantly, Dr. Nicole, what you done come around here to Ted's office talking about you ready to deal with it right now? Girl, what is that urgent? We don't know. But if we want to find out, we got to tune in next week, Monday through Friday, to find out exactly what's going on beyond the gates. All right, y'all, I ain't gonna waste no time. I'm gonna get on up here and first let me hold on, copy the link. And anybody that wants to come up can come up, just no cursing. Be creative with buzzwords. It has to be like smurder. We don't say GUN. Like there's different things you can't say now because I will have to cut you off now. I will. I love you, but I had to cut you off. Because I ain't trying to let these folks get me. I'm trying to keep my channel, okay? All righty. Paste. Excuse me. Okay, so there is the link for those that want to come up. And remember, we're cameras off, so you can come up and talk. Nobody's going to see you. And the phone lines are now officially open.
The lines are now open, and you know you want to gossip, so
Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Tell me, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. What's on your mind? Share what you thinking, what you thinking. Hey, what's on your mind? Hey,
come on up here. You know you want to gossip.
That's why you my best friend.
My friend's son that plays, let me make sure I'm on the stage. Hold on, you guys. Let me take this picture down. Take this picture down. Okay. So my friend's son that plays Michael in MJ the Musical is actually singing that song. So what you thinking? What you thinking? Ooh, what's on your mind? He recorded that for us for the talk show. What else was it I was intended to? Oh, I know what I forgot. So we had somebody new down in the comments. So before we make another move, don't you know, I want to welcome them as a gatekeeper. Let me find their name again. Elite, you are now officially a gatekeeper.
Hey, hey.
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough. Be seated.
Okay, so thanks everybody for being here. I see that you guys have started coming in back there in the back room already. Let's see. KB, you got anything you want to come up to remind anybody of or whatever? Let me know. I'll put you up first as our moderator, as our lead moderator. And let's see. Did I miss anybody else that's in here? I know Bobby Wobby's in here, Belinda Hill. Just read some of this while you guys come in. Oh, you're welcome, Alicia. You're more than welcome. You all share your crumpets with Alicia. Give a warm welcome. Yeah, I hope it's not divorce papers either, because Carlton gonna swoop in like a hawk out in the wilderness that ain't ate nothing all week. He gonna swoop down. Some of the people are asking for no spoilers and no hints for next week. If you all come up, they don't want them. So let's respect each other. I guess no spoil. I done gave y'all the spoilers that they gave us because it was part of the episode. So let's save the spoilers. Y'all agree now? All right. Please respect the host when she's speaking. Let me see. Did I miss anything else? Do I support Vanessa and Doug? Real talk. Well, I think if anybody wants to work it out, work it out. But I just don't understand how he's supposed to work it out, and she all over the place because everybody knows Nessa. Everybody knows Nessa. I thought I saw something else, but I saw somebody was in the back room, but they've disappeared since then. So I guess they'll be back, probably having a problem logging in. So I'll look at some of these comments until everybody comes in. Let me roll up some. Okay, I think I read these. Bobby Wobby said that he had tapped that like button when he came in. No sound. Hold on, let me turn up my other device. No, I can hear, so Let me put it on low. Okay, so I can hear. So maybe it's on your end, Bilo. Okay, Elite Shio. You can hit that link button down. Let me put it down here again. Anybody that wants to come up and talk or challenge each other's views, you can, because we're not fighting about nothing real now. We just being passionate about who we believe in around here. So if you want to speak up, because y'all know I will tell y'all about Bill in a second. Y'all gonna leave my Bill alone. So far, I don't care what he did. Bill is my Bill. Okay. Real Talk says I'm gonna need them to start bringing in some new characters because people like Derek are gonna be new love interest once him and Ashley are done. Let me think. Who could we give to Derek? I mean, he can't have Nessa because he's too slow for her. Too slow for her. Miss Lil, I see you. I'll bring you up in just a second. The wardrobe department is top notch. They are. They bring the fashion. That's the work of Jerissa Featherstone and head costume design. Oh, the one that made those earrings? Okay, Jabez. I don't mind Ashley and Derek. They just get too much airtime, in my opinion, for their lame story. That's true. I mean, it's the same repeated sentences over and over and over and over again. Jabez said he just been hiding in the bushes. I thought I had saw something up here earlier I was looking for. All right, I'm going to bring Lil on the stage because otherwise I'm just going to look at comments. Okay, Miss Lil, welcome to the stage. How are you tonight? Miss Lil, you there? Let's see. As far as I can see, you're on stage, so, and your mic is open. Let me mute your mic and open it again. Okay, Mister, I don't know what's going on. Do you want to drop down and come back again, or is your mic on? No, your mic is on. Okay, I'll add Real Talk to the stage until we get your mic situation straightened out, Miss Lil. You're still there, but hey, Real Talk, how are you?
I'm very good.
Good. Did it ever stop raining there?
Yes, it did. It finally stopped. Yeah, they actually discontinued the weather alert. So thank God. Yeah, it's been really cold and wet and dry.
Now, what's cold considered to a person on the island?
Sorry?
What's cold considered in your climate?
Well, I think it will be mostly when rain falls for a long period of time.
I mean, what temperature is considered cold?
Like maybe like 18 degrees, I think. Yeah.
You're like, it's only 80. Oh my God, we're freezing.
Yeah, but mostly it really makes cold like in the night.
Okay.
Usually like when it's closer to Christmas because that's when it's winter up there. So like we get all the cold breeze and stuff down here.
What is the temperature in the summer there?
Oh, it's very hot.
It's very hot, but is it
Yeah, lots of sun.
Is it
but right now
comfortable hot
it's
because
rainy
of the water
season.
or no? Okay.
But right now it's rainy season. So like I think rainy season runs from about now till about December.
Okay.
Yeah, so we get a lot of rain mostly. Yeah, but for the last 2 or 3 days we had a lot of rain.
Okay. So what you think about this week's episodes?
I think this week's episodes were really good. Yeah, I like them. Well, you all know I read the day ahead recaps. Yeah, I read them. So I think in the recaps, Monday's episode was shown today in Canada.
It was shortened?
It was shown today in Canada. Monday's episode was shown today in Canada.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so
Oh wow.
I kind of read everything, and like I said, I don't want to give away any spoilers, but something really, really, really big is happening Monday.
Well, this is my question. Have you joined my Instagram page yet? Because I be
Yes, I
losing
did. Yes, I
the
have.
Okay, well send it to me in my inbox.
Yeah, something really, really, really huge. Like
Then,
I don't know if everybody's ready.
Say, hey,
but
this is real talk, and I'm sending you this. Yeah, send it to my inbox on Instagram.
yeah, because like
not so what you think. My Instagram page.
Yeah, I will certainly. Yeah, because
Okay.
I read it, and what happened, I didn't think it was gonna happen this quickly. Like I thought it happened really, really, really fast. Like I didn't think it was gonna happen this quickly. Like I thought it would have been time and there would have been a build up, but there was nothing like that.
Just boom. Okay.
Yeah. So they just jumped straight to it.
Okay. So now tell me what you thought about what did happen this week. What did you like? What did you didn't like?
But what did I like? I did like Kat, who is still constantly involved in the storyline. Like I don't understand like why it is she's still so involved in this.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean Jacob has told us so many times to stay out of it, and she refuses.
She can't help it because I think Leslie, her mama, and they both are real. What is that word when they get obsessed with something? They just get real obsessed on something.
Yeah. I also liked this week with Carlton.
Carlton. Okay. Oh yes, wasn't he nice?
Yes. Well, like I said, I like Robert Christopher Riley. Like, well, he's a fellow Trinidadian like myself.
Wait, he's on something else too, isn't he? I think somebody said he's in that new show, Divorces or Sisters.
Yes, yeah, something of that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
One of those shows. So now I gotta go find that.
Yeah, so like Robert Christopher Riley is a fellow Trinidadian like myself.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Yes, he's here all the time. Yeah.
Y'all build him like that over there?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, he's here all the time. Yeah, he's here all the time for carnival and stuff. Yeah, he's here all the time.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I've never met him.
Does he have an accent and he's using an American accent on screen?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, well, he can do a normal Trinidadian accent. He can.
Okay.
Yeah, like he does it like in between. Yeah, he does. Yeah, so yeah, he's here quite often, a lot. So yeah. Well, we consider him to be a Trinidadian, even though he was raised in the United States. But because his mother is a Trinidadian, but we consider him to be one.
Ronnie, I think she said that she read the recaps for Monday because it's already aired in Canada, so the recaps are out there somewhere. So she's read the recaps for Monday, but for those who live in Canada, they've already seen Monday's episode.
Yeah, so like I really liked Carlton this week, and I won't deny it. I wouldn't be opposed to Nicole possibly going on a date with Carlton.
I mean, you know,
I wouldn't oppose to it.
Old a little bit, you know, so you know.
Yeah, I don't think I would have a issue with it. With them going on a date. I mean, I think like Ted needs to be taught a little lesson. Because a lot of people are complaining and saying that, you know, Ted isn't really doing enough to win back Nicole and win back her love and her trust. He's more focused on Eva. So a lot of people have an issue with that. So I think like Ted probably needs to, you know, have a little wake-up call. And he needs to be able to see that. He needs to be able to see that, you know, Nicole is no shrinking violet. There are men out there waiting in the wings for her. There are men out there, and if he doesn't step his game up, someone could very well take Nicole from him.
Oh, that's very true. That could
so like he really needs to, I think he really needs to do more to show her that you know, he's still committed and he wants them to work and he wants them to fix things.
Okay, let me ask a question for Bobby Wobbly. So in Canada, when we get preempted for stuff over here, and if it's showing in Canada, they haven't got preempted just because we got preempted. So they're an episode ahead of us
Yeah.
for stuff they got, or maybe two even, you know. So yeah, so they're ahead of us over there in Canada. They're gonna mess around, and make us trying to get Canada's stuff. Figure out how to see what they saying. Okay, so you said review Divorced Sisters. It airs on Tuesdays. It just started, didn't it? That show Divorced Sisters.
Yes, it did. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because I know I'm looking forward to seeing. Maybe that's the one I'm talking about, Divorced Sisters, because I thought it was still a while before it started. Or am I talking about the aunties? The aunties. I want to see that too.
Yeah, but also with Carlton, Carlton clearly has some type of feelings towards Nicole.
Yes.
And I think it would be interesting for us to see, you know, how long has he had these feelings?
Yeah, because it seems like
were they always there? Like, were they always there? Did he ever express these feelings to Nicole and she rejected him? Or she turned him down? Like, I think there's a lot to be explored.
Hold on one second. Miss Lil, is your mic working this time? Because I'm not hearing anything. Let me try to add E-Daddy to the stage.
But she can't hear
E-Daddy,
anything.
I hear you, E-Daddy, but I can't hear your mom.
Here you go.
I'll mute you guys while you fix it. Okay. So I'll leave hers open so that we'll know when hers comes back live. But yeah, so I thought that Danny was that Haley was quite gracious to Danny with her coming back and forth to the hospital like she was. But then again, it was a time of crises, you know, and the father of her children and all of that. So I get that part. Now, do you think Anita is in danger in Chicago?
Could be.
Could be.
I mean, Chicago by itself is a dangerous place.
Well, let me ask this question, and don't you say who. In these recaps you read, do we finally find out who the actor is that's going to play Dante Green?
No, not yet.
Okay, all right. Well, because I've been looking. Ronnie D says, isn't the actor who plays Tyrell on Divorced Sisters? Who is Tyrell? Oh, the son. He on that too? KB Mommy says, I will admit that Danny didn't need to go up there today. Now, she didn't need to go back up there for no second time. You go up there the first time to make sure you're all right. After that, you get word through your daughters.
Exactly. I don't know why she was there barging in the whole hospital room, turning on the lights like, why are you here? I don't understand. Why are you here? Nobody asked you to come. Like, why are you there? Like, neither Chelsea or Naomi were there. So why are you there?
You know what? This is an interesting piece to ask you about too, because both Chelsea and Naomi have now realized that like they were in a bad spot with their dad, and that they're glad that they have sorted things out with him. What are your thoughts? Are you glad that happened too?
Yes, I am glad in a way, but I hate the fact that it took Bill having a medical crisis for them to come around.
Sometimes it takes that. Sometimes it takes almost losing.
Why did it have to take that?
Sometimes it takes that for some people. Sometimes, you know, but then again, this is what I always try to point out, is that you also have to remember that this is still a fresh wound for this character. This stuff that happened between Bill and Haley just happened. It hasn't been 2 years ago. It wasn't 3 years ago. It was fresh. It happened and they got married. Like, you know, they got found out, got married, you know, divorced, married. So everything is still fresh for everybody. So you're going to be mad when you hear about some stuff, and then you go through your period of being mad, and you go through your period of getting over being mad. Hold on one second. Let me try to add Lil this time again. Okay, Lil, are you up there? Okay, I hear you this time.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so let me remove this other one from the stage. I hate that it has to say kick from studio. Why I just can't say remove from the stage? It looks so mean the way they got it written up. Okay, so anyway, sometimes it takes, it takes time to be mad, and then you go through your process of not being as mad, and then and then sometimes it takes something almost scary happening or losing somebody or something, then you like, wait a minute, it ain't worth all that. It's not even worth it.
Yeah, I agree. Like all the fighting, it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really not worth it. Like this back and forth with Naomi and the case, and she wanted to destroy Bill. Like you really have it in you to do something like that to your father?
Listen, KB Mommy says, however, Bill has yet to kick her out. That's true.
But Bill is just trying to be nice.
No, he ain't.
That's all he's trying to do. Please.
Actually, I think Danny and Chelsea are the perpetrators, because Chelsea is just in the hospital for Madison, and then Danny interrupted their moment.
Yes, I agree as well. Like Chelsea isn't even there for Bill. Like she just want to be next to Madison.
The only reason why they have Chelsea and Madison in a relation, in my opinion, because it's the month of June and they want to celebrate alternative lifestyles. I know last year my mom and I was watching Challenge All-Stars, and they did the exact same thing. They promote alternative lifestyles, and of course they promoted the LGBT people to take over the game and win. So I think this is what Beyond the Gates is doing.
Hey, real talk. Now, me and Lil can maybe explain this to you, because we're a little bit older, right? Now, we all done seen them uncles. They keep on coming around, buzzing around, baby, and they can be done got remarried and all that. But see, like we're saying, like he didn't tell her to leave. Girl, you could tell when somebody still like you just a little bit. You could tell. You can tell, and they done wrote this character where Bill still like her just a little bit. Because,
okay, all right.
KB said he ain't said get out.
Okay, all right. Okay, so just hear me out. Okay, everybody, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on Twitter is always saying, Danny and Bill still love each other. They're gonna get back together, but y'all aren't seeing this rationally.
Mm-hmm.
Danny and Bill are never gonna work again.
No, I don't think they will either.
They are never gonna work again. Wait, mainly because of Andre. Y'all need to understand that, yes, we get it, Danny may still love Bill, but now she also loves Andre. She also has some type of feelings for Andre. And even if she goes back to Bill, she will never be able to 100% let go of Andre.
You think she's in love with Andre?
Because if she goes back to Bill and Andre goes and gets with Ashley, she's going to have a problem with that.
Wait, you think Andre is real for her?
Danny is going to be all jealous and act all crazy. And that is when I think the problems with Bill is going to arise. Because so Danny is not going to be able to let go of Andre. And it wouldn't surprise me.
It looks like somebody just said the next sweeps is not until July. So the answers to those type of things, like does she really like Andre, it might be drug out all the way to July.
And not only that, but Bill is going to have a problem with that, with her and her inability to let go of Andre. Because I'm already seeing that Danny is going to be the Brooke Logan of the show. She's going to be the waffler. She's the one who's going to have these two men on the side. She doesn't know which one she wants. She doesn't know which one she wants. When she's with Bill, she wants Andre. When she's with Andre, she wants Bill. She doesn't truly know who she wants.
Andre know who she wants.
And that's going to be part of the problem.
I'm just saying, Andre knows who she wants.
That's going to be part of the issue.
Andre is constantly telling her.
And Bill, and the thing is,
Andre is constantly telling her that he wants to be with her, but he wants Ashley. And Danny is constantly telling him that this ain't nothing serious for her, and she wants Bill. I don't think these two people want each other. I think they just want to do.
like I said, Bill is gonna have a problem with that. And I also think that is when Bill is gonna want to go back to Haley.
Hey, Lulu.
That's when he's gonna want to go back to her because yes, whatever may have happened, but at the end of the day, Haley loves Bill and Bill only.
Now, Elite CEO says, now you need to understand how history works. Are you forgetting about Danny allowed Bill to cheat as long as it was not in her face? Haley was directly in her face, so the hurt is different.
Not only that, but part of the issue was also that Bill left her for Haley. The other woman, Bill never left her, never left Danny for any of those other women. Haley, he left for. And I think that's also what was part of the problem too. Danny got left.
So sad question. Do you think that cheating relationships last?
I mean, Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats are lasting right now, so.
Did they cheat?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, I didn't know.
I think Swiss Beats left his wife for Alicia Keys.
They was cheating?
Yeah, he left her. He left his wife for Alicia Keys.
I think there may be rare cases where people end up staying together, but for the most part, child. But and then Bill was a serial cheater. But I really don't think anybody wants him and Danny together. Like I don't know anybody.
No, I certainly don't.
Danny and him get back together. I don't think anybody wants them.
I certainly don't. I said I certainly don't. And that's why I said I don't think they will ever work again. Because even if Danny does go back to Bill, it wouldn't surprise me if she still messes around with Andre on the side.
Now, Bilo Didi makes a point. She says, I'm 62 years old, been watching soaps for over 40 years. In soap world, couples break up, make up, marry, remarry multiple times. Erica Kane? I guess that happened with Erica Kane. Who does she keep remarrying? Daddy, who she keep remarrying?
Mom would be the expert of this. She's watched it from start to finish.
Oh, okay. Erica Kane was Erica Kane married most of the men in Pine Valley. She must have married over 8 of those men, and she remarried some. Her baby's father, she remarried, I think, and her baby's father's uncle, she remarried. So she remarried, but she remarried probably around 10 times.
What? She got 10 of that. You know what? I was looking at...
And then on top of that, she had a gay daughter when being gay wasn't popular.
Okay. Now, I was looking at the show that comes on before Beyond the Gate. Like, I'll sometimes see a couple minutes of that. And the first thing I think is the writing is not the same. It's just not the same. It don't even present the same. So I think maybe this lady is trying to offer something a little different, too.
I ran across...
You ran across what? Okay. KB Mommy says you lose them how you get them. Belinda Hill says, exactly, just like Victor and Nick Newman on Young and the Restless. Bilo Didi says, this is a soap opera. Please don't compare real life couples to scripted shows. Bobby Wobby says, all my children did a whole episode on Erica Kane's former lovers. I'm going to have to look that up. Elite CEO says, nobody wants them back together. It's just all this trash talk toward Danny that she's the villain. And Belinda Hill said, Bilo Didi, I met Victor and Nikki Newman. Yes, Erica Kane and Adam Chandler. Oh, yeah, I remember that name, Adam Chandler. Bill is slick. He's probably given Danny just enough attention to string her along. He is. She could easily turn his daughters against him. This is not the soaps from yesteryear, so the fact that it's fresh makes it more exciting. Belinda Hill says, who remembers Elizabeth Taylor and Richard? Oh, yes, child. When she took that woman's husband, that other actress, I can't think of her name. Oh, I can't think of her name. That was a big scandal. And she said she was so hurt about that. I wish I could think of, she was in one of my favorite movies. She did it. That lady was a good actor and singer. Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor got her man for sure. Just stole him, child. Okay, so Lil, what did you think about the shows this week? I don't
I
know if I asked
thought,
you that.
no, you haven't, but I really, really, really tuned in on Nicole this week.
Okay.
I've always believed that Nicole was that type of person, and it really showed when Laura knew that Nicole loved um Eva, and the uncoupling with Eva was bothering her. And
Mm-hmm.
she played these tricks to get Eva back into the house to help her with the programs. Which when Eva went in, Eva found out Laura already knew. That shows something about Laura's character. I think I'm liking Laura more and more. Not only is she beautiful on the outside, but she's a good character. But what really, really, really got me was when Laura said to her, "You still love Eva." I knew she was falling in love with Eva.
Mm-hmm.
Eva was falling
Mm-hmm.
in love with her before,
Mm-hmm.
even before the anniversary. And she said, "I loved the Eva that does not exist." So the way
Mm-hmm.
Eva took care of her, and that goes to show me that is a mother's heart. If it turns around that Eva is her biological daughter, that bond is already there. There would be no problem for those two to bond. And I also think Kat is moving too fast. She's doing too much to try to get this woman, Leslie, arrested. She's going to mess around and mess up the entire thing by trying to do too much. Number one, Jacob is not foolish. Jacob had been in. If he had already searched the house, he knows how to search. He's trained in that. And then you send him back to find something later. He knows somebody planted that there.
Yep, that's
Mm-hmm.
right. That's right, and we're seeing more and more that Cat is getting. We're seeing more and more that Cat is getting to be more like Leslie, and Eva's getting to be more like Nicole. I definitely
Oh.
think that that Nicole's Eva's mother, and Leslie could
Mm-hmm.
possibly be the mother
Mm-hmm.
of Cat.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Bobby Wobby says back then soaps had true villains, not these joke cracking comical bad people. But I think Joey is their true like villain, like straight villain. I think Joey is the villain. I think that Jacob's father is going to end up to be one of the villains, like true villain on the show because
I
they set it
agree.
up for that, along with Marcel. But I don't think Marcel is going to last. I think something going to happen here.
I agree that Jacob's father is going to be one of the villains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I totally agree.
KB Mommy says, are we just going to ignore the fact that Eva is fully aware that Leslie ran Laura off the road and yet she's still keeping quiet? I don't know what to think about that except to just say that's her mother and she's still caught up in
That
this drama.
yeah, that's all. That's all I can say too.
Because this is not Eva's nature. But her mother keeps, you gotta protect me. They're gonna get me. They're gonna this and that. And then she already done showed her, and I put it on you. So I don't know. But it'd be interesting to see how they get out of it. Because, where are Vanessa and Doug been? Child, they still fighting about him getting her in this situation by washing that money. But I want her to know that she got herself in this situation too now. If she hadn't been down there strip teasing down to the casino. Jabez says, oh no, KB Mommy, Eva really disappointed me covering for her mother. She should have went to Ted. She still may. Where's Jacob's daddy? I'm trying to see something. Below Didi, now he mine too. But I share though. I will share. Belinda Hill says KB Leslie has a hold on Eva like Jordan did Claire in The Young and Restless. She sure enough does. Somebody dropped down. Oh, Real Talk dropped down. Okay.
I
KB
agree
Mommy
about that.
says she's still playing sweet and little innocent daughter around Ted. No, I believe Eva's character is real. I hope it is. I don't want her to turn out to be like a mom.
I agree that Jordan had a hold on Claire, but Claire was able to break free from Jordan. But of course, it took therapy for that to happen.
KB
But she was able to conquer Jordan, and now she's this girl next door. My mom and I listen to this other chat. Oh, never mind. It's not about Beyond the Gate, so I won't talk about it. But the point of the matter is that it took therapy for Claire to be who she was, to be who she is right now.
Rhonda Jones says there ain't no way that Eva's like Nicole because Eva is trying to hide evidence and incriminate herself. Eva shows her dirty personality when she talked to Kat, but she does not talk like that to Ted. Well, don't you think that's because that's how Kat has talked to her from the rip? Kat has always been nasty to her from hello. It's like, hi, look at your clothes. Hi, look at you. You're not even on my level. That's how she met. So they've been quipping at each other.
I agree. It's not just about Leslie commit crimes. Cass is guilty too, because Cass made fun of Eva from day one.
Yeah, she's guilty by association. Like, no lie. You know, it's she. What Eva is like the person who drove somebody to the gas station and didn't know they was gonna rob it, and then they jumped back in the car and was like, drive, and they was like, don't say nothing, don't say it was me. So she's in it now, but I think she's eventually gonna end up telling. I think she's gonna eventually get her mother to turn herself in, go through therapy or something. Like, I think she's gonna, I don't know why, but I think they're gonna write it that way because I think this girl belongs to Dr. Nicole.
And you know, most people, as horrendous as those crimes are, it's amazing how many people are willing to voice their opinion about Eva. Maybe they expect more out of Eva, but most people are just saying, "Oh, they don't want Leslie to really go to jail," because I think they're thinking that the quality of the show will go down.
All right, you guys, let me do this right quick. Let me spend a couple dollars, and well, not a couple. I don't know how much they charge me for this, but let me spend a little change to get y'all like the video. Like the video for me now.
Like the video. 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 So we can get on back to the show, y'all. Come on. Stop all that dancing and like the video.
They're right. Let's get them likes up, y'all. Rhonda Jones, are you new to the chat or did I see your name before? For some reason, I think I saw your name before, but is this your first time commenting? Let us know. Elite CEO says, I'm waiting for some dirt to come out about Haley. It's bound to happen. It's going to happen to everybody. Ronnie D says, if Leslie gets arrested and goes to court, her defense attorney will have a field day. Jacob won't perjure himself. He'll have to reveal that it was Kat's idea to get a second search warrant. Yeah, it's going to fall apart in court because they done messed up the case. And who going to watch after that? Kat has always been a snob toward Eva. That's true. Kat is a snob anyway. She can't help herself. New to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like the video, and join us in the chat. Belinda Hills, all right, Miss Jen, I like that jam. It's a good jam. They charge me for it, but I got to figure out one day what is the charge because it's a split. Like they have a split thing up there. Like you got to split it with them. Like I'm like, for a few seconds, are y'all real? Okay, Bobby Wobby says, when the show first started, I thought Bill was the main villain. Oh, you thought Bill was the main villain? Really? I'm trying to think back to, did I think that? I don't know. And to Rhonda Jones, welcome down to the comments section in the live. And now you are official gatekeeper.
Hey, hey,
Gatekeepers! A decree from the Queen!
Enough! Be seated.
Y'all share your crumpets and pass the tea down for Rhonda Jones and make her feel welcome down here to the live comment section. And I want to send out a special shout out to Below Didi because girl, see you tried.
Ow! Ow!
I know you thought I ain't seen it, but I seen it. I seen what you had said. Bill is soft. God, I told y'all leave Bill alone. She said, she, you know what? She wanted. She want all the smoke tonight. She want. Bilo want all the smoke tonight. I'm trying to walk away, trying to be peaceful, and here she comes still limping up here with all that. Girl. Rhonda Jones says, Leslie, Kat, and Eva need to be in jail. Kat too? And put them all in the same cell for a period of time the investigators can hold without charging them. They all need to learn something. Okay, you mean for a good lesson. Mm-hmm. Feeling a little generous, you can support the channel via Cash App or at $. So what you thinking? No G. Just thinking with no G. Thank you for that, KB Moment. Thank you, family, for the welcome. You're welcome, Rhonda. And Ronnie D says, Bill still don't know that Chelsea is bi. I don't know. Wait, does he?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna care. Do you?
I don't know.
I hope he don't start.
I don't think he will. No, he's not gonna care because right now, being bisexual is considered normal. He won't care.
Elite CEO also says, I believe Bill has some dirt as well. He's not the fixer for he's not the fixer for everyone in town. Yes, he is the fixer for everyone in town. So yeah, Bill got dirt on everybody.
But did you see Martin really does not know what apparently he did. Now, in some instances, when Bill attacked Martin, Bill reminded him he needed him. So Bill spoke as if Martin knew what he did for him. But when Martin went to his mom, he kept telling her, all I see are the lights. I see red lights and I hear noise. So apparently I was right that somehow Martin has
out.
Yes, he's put that in his
suppressed.
Yes,
absolutely. I think maybe he did something and then blacked out, and now he suppressed it all, and he can't. And now it's trying to come back to the top.
It will
he come back. Blacked out and did something.
Cause see, he told his mom that he all I see are red lights, and he could hear the noise. So if he can hear the voice, if he really knew what he did, if it was in his conscious mind, he wouldn't have to depend upon his dream. And now what makes it so dangerous, when those dreams come back, wherever they hit him, wherever he is, he could do something really dangerous to himself. Because if he doesn't know who he is, unless they take him to a therapist and have the therapist to work with him to bring it to the
I don't know why I got a feeling that Martin was in a store or something, and somebody was like robbing it, and that he blanked out and probably hurt somebody to the point that they didn't live, and then he just blanked out, came to him, was like, oh my God, I don't know what happened, but it was probably self-defense, and he probably, whatever. And I think that's why the guy's like, show me what's the color of your money. Because what's the color of your money?
Yeah, so that might be it, because I truly believe selective amnesia has a place in that, because if it did not, why would he wake up at the flashing of the red lights and the noise, and he's sweating and carrying on, but he can't go any further unless they're gonna hypnotize him and then bring it to the forefront.
Yeah, that's what Bilo Didi just said. She's like, maybe they're gonna do hypnotherapy or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be something. I'm like, boy, you could have kept it. Okay, Belinda Hill says he don't know yet. I think he was driving and hit someone. Elite CEO says Bill's prestige and position is because he was connected to the Duprees. So it was a fair exchange, no robbery. That's true. He got.
That's right.
But they said he married a beautiful woman, and she married him for money. He married her for looks. Fair exchange is no robbery. Everybody got what they wanted. Let's see. Belinda Hill says, Chelsea went to tell Bill after she told Danny. She went to tell him, but he was rushed to the hospital. Oh, okay.
Chelsea is too clingy, and she's become obsessive. She really is not acting. First of all, physically, she's a beautiful woman, but she's not acting like a woman with her looks should have confidence. She just starts at the person, and she almost becomes a stalker.
Who?
A Chelsea.
Like a mama. They both get real obsessed over somebody.
Oh gosh.
I had a friend that happened to one time. Somebody showed up on his doorstep at like 3 something in the morning. Had that man in there with his big old self, had him in there crawling around on the floor.
Oh
Trying not to
God.
be seen in his own house because this girl done showed up at 3 something in the morning.
Oh my God. Have mercy. Have mercy. Oh Lord. This
Ain't
yeah.
that much love
Yeah.
for her.
No, that's not love. That is unhealthy because
Very.
you're not giving Madison a chance to reach out, get to know who you are. You haven't done your interview questions to find out where the other person wants to go, what their goals are. You just obsessing with her, just obsessing with her. Any little time you can be alone. Every time she leaves Bill's room, Chelsea has something to do.
Mm. Now, if anything, I think Bill is going to be mad at his doctor when he finds out that she is talking to his daughter.
And he might be.
Because Bill is very uppity. I can say that below DD. Bill is very uppity.
And
Very.
Bill also said that he really did not like, and he loves his girls. That's one thing. When I first started watching the show, I saw Bill as one of the enemies. Now, do not get me wrong. Bill is a dirty man in a lot of ways,
Yeah.
but I've grown to just love Bill. Did you hear what he said? He didn't like the way all these people are obsessing over Chelsea. She has over 1 million viewers, I think he said. And that's a real dad that's talking. I don't
Yeah.
like all of these people obsessing over my daughter. But when it
Yeah.
really comes right down to it, regardless of what anybody says, I believe Naomi is his heart. He loves both of his daughters, but Naomi is his heart. She is dead, but she's not like Bill when it comes to all running around with men and all that kind of a stuff. But she has the mind that he has. She has that sharp, critical mind. And she can hold toe to toe to Bill. I think that's why Bill was interested in going to court with her. He wanted to really see his daughter put on a show in the court. He loves Naomi.
I think 'cause she followed in his footsteps too, so he has a special connection with her.
Yes.
Ronnie D
Yes.
says there's a theory that Martin beat the waiter guy so badly that when he tried to rob him, that he had plastic surgery, that Ted did the surgery and repaired his face, and that's why the waiter ran when he saw Ted. Oh, that's an interesting theory.
Oh, but Ted didn't know what the waiter did.
Maybe not, but he may
Oh,
recognize him or something. Who knows? And that's something. Elite Shio says, I get that they're being inclusive, but please don't make Chelsea so thirsty. It should just flow. And she thought all that rushing off was a little annoying. And Chelsea is a lot like Vanessa when it comes to bed. Oh, he's crazy about Naomi. Yeah, I believe he's crazy about his baby. I think he's crazy about both his children.
yeah, he loves his children,
Both
but he
his
loves
children.
Naomi.
Mm-hmm. So I got a question stemming from this to real life, right? So what do y'all think? Once a cheater, always a cheater, or can you ever trust a cheater? Like, because I see people like even on like them dating shows, they'd be like, "Have you ever cheated on somebody?" And then the person goes, "Well, yeah, I cheated one time." Pop, they're gonna pop their balloon. They're gonna walk away. I don't want to talk to you no more. So is that you think that's true? Once somebody cheats ever in life, they a cheater for life, or is it different when they're married and they cheat? Like once if a person cheats, can you trust them?
In marriage, it's very, very difficult to build that trusting relationship. The emotional connection might be there. You might feel what you feel is love, but in order for you to have a good marriage, there must be trust. And trust
Mhm.
is hard because once you lied to me, I
Mhm.
know you're capable of lying. I may very well feel emotionally connected to you, but I can't quite 100% trust you. So I
Mhm.
don't know. I believe that in marriage, people do cheat and do get over it. I know at our church situation, we had
Mhm.
a couple who was brought up for cheating, and they weren't really brought up, but it came out, and
Mhm.
the man and woman got therapy, and they seem to now be more emotionally connected and more engaged with each other than they were before. Now, this is after long working on it. You don't just do it tonight and tomorrow you're okay. But I believe if you are married and you're truly invested in your marriage and you figure out what it is you could lose and you understand what you have to lose is far more important than any little girl with a miniskirt on. I believe that yes, you cannot cheat again, but it has to be a choice. It has to be something you don't want to do. But but in your mind, if you're entertaining cheating, well, yeah, you'll probably continue to cheat if you can get away with it.
But do you think cheating automatically means you have to break up if you're married?
No. There are people that have worked through it and have come out on the other end. But it takes work. It takes time to build the trust. The trust is what you lose trust. Trust is so hard to gain back again. But yes, you can gain trust back.
I think it's harder for men to forgive cheating than it is for women.
Oh, it used
But
to
I
be.
think I think that men don't have the patience a lot of time. Not all, but I think that men, in general, don't have the patience that it takes for a woman to work through that cheating. Because it's like you just said. See, from then on, every time your phone ring, it reminds her. Every time you walk out the door on the phone, every time you're gone, you've brought something into the situation that wasn't there before, and now she's gonna be thinking about that all the time, and you got to gain their trust back again.
That's right.
I mean, I was trusting you to walk out the door before, but now when you walk out the door, they looking at you like, what's up with that? But now for me, if I'm young and in my 20s and you cheat, I'm out.
Oh gosh.
I got other stuff I could be doing than to be letting you use up my good years trying to figure out if you're going to do it again. I can go find me somebody else that won't. But now if I'm like 50, 60, whatever you got ain't gonna be working. It ain't gonna be working too much sooner. No more, no way. We got all these years in here, all this stuff. Where we going? So as long as you say you're gonna sit down, I think I could get over it easier older than I could younger.
And another thing too, at 50 or so, if you've been building together over the years, you have finances to lose as well as the emotional involvement that you put into the marriage. You've got to divide everything up. Your will has to be remade. So many things have to be done.
And as I've said it, I will say again, I ain't got no money. But if I was rich and had and let's say we got $10 million, we're gonna keep $10 million. We are gonna keep 10 million. I'm not gonna give you 5 to go over there with her to enjoy. All this money staying over here in our bank account. This our stuff over here. I can't for you to be over there with 5. You can still be happy over there with 5. You can't do that with 5, not $5 million of my dollars.
You have to figure out a way to have a new savings account and transfer the money out then, because if you take it to the lawyer, it's not going to work like that.
Yeah, definitely. But see, people want to get the fighting the can on when they get to breaking up. So, and look, I think that's one of the things that gets Danny so is that she's looking at like, this girl came up from nothing and now she's living my life, got my man and my.
That's right.
D-Lo Didi says at my age I ain't going nowhere, but you will not disrespect me. You sure can't. In fact, take something with you because she got to do some more of the other work too. She can't just be you. Take some of this laundry over there with you and tell her don't put no bleach in my whites.
But women like Leslie, and you wonder why so many times the marriages fail with the wealthy. They have housekeepers, if not daily housekeepers, they have one at least once a week, a house cleaner. They have most of the hard work is already contracted out. So they have time to work on being a wife, looking good, spending time reading and doing things to stimulate your mate's mind. Why do these women many times fall into being lonely and end up with having an affair? When regular women have to go to work, come home, take care of the children, and then do things in the house, help dad out, and do all these things, you're dead tired by bedtime, and still a lot of those marriages work.
Because they ain't got all that time on their hands to be sitting around drinking and gossiping with their girlfriends. They busy. They got real lives to live, okay?
And now that's true.
Jabez says there are serial cheaters who cannot change, period, and individuals who cheat because of the emotional connection. Ooh, child, now that emotional connection to get you now.
Yeah.
Did you hear that the guy went, huh?
And you remember you said, Miss Jen, Bill could come to your house, but you would never go on a date with Bill.
I want to look at him. That's it. That's all. You said it below, Didi. I'm a man and I know. Wait, what did she say? Oh, she said about they never changing. Okay. Well, David Mann had a child on Tamala Mann 5 years into their marriage. She accepted. I thought he had one before then. But okay, she accepted and they had another baby and they are still together 37 years. So I think it depends on the people. It does depend on the people. It does depend on the people. Now, David Mann had those kids before her and found out about them later. Yeah, I thought that's the way I remembered it.
Yeah, he did. He had children before he married her. And she chooses for their children to be all her children and his children. They are blended and they all call her mom. But I think it's 2 or 3 of those kids that are not her children.
Elise CEO says she said the second child was harder to accept, but with prayer and God, she was able to get through it. After I went upside his head, I get over it. A little prayer and all that, and then I got to throw something at somebody.
Yeah.
Great discussion, gatekeepers. Steve Hoskins says he had to go. Belinda Hill says, I know couples who stay together after cheating, but they both work to save their marriage. Yeah, it does take two. You have to be. What you have to do is then be willing to put up with what it's going to take for somebody to forgive you. A lot of questions. Let me see your phone. Where you going? Turn your GPS on. But you caused that.
That's right.
I ain't gonna be worried about it, though. I ain't got time. Bilo Didi says, at my age, I ain't going nowhere, but you will not disrespect me. You can leave. Men have a harder time forgiving a cheating spouse than women do. They sure enough do, Ronnie. Because men are territory. Y'all don't even see women, we share stuff, right? Girl, let me borrow your shoes. Let me get that hat. Men don't borrow stuff from each other like that. They don't do that. Men are very territorial. They don't play that. So you definitely can't be looking at this woman, Dr. Ted.
But I'm surprised. I'm surprised to see in this day that there's so many men now that are taking back cheating spouses. It used to never be heard of. Once a spouse cheats, and especially if the community found out about it, he would be so embarrassed and feel like he was less of a man. He wouldn't have her back. But men today are taking back cheating spouses.
You know why? Because it's hot out here for a pimp. You want to make the money for the rent. Baby, these women out here doing what they do now. They ain't got to put up. They don't want you either. They just use you and abuse you.
Lord,
like Rick James said, use and abuse them. They doing the men like that now. Bilo D says, oh, absolutely, Ronnie D. That's because men are visual and imagine what the woman and man are doing. Yeah, they can't get it out their head. You was over there cooking for him? You was over there rubbing his hand? It could be the smallest thing. Oh, you could put on something new for him. Oh, you really got your hair done for him. You know, anything. Yep. Yeah, it was before she had a second prior to. Plus, they were raising her niece. Women are better cheaters than men, though. Not Jabez. Let me say that you are 100% correct on that. Women are better cheaters than men. Let me tell you why. Because we coordinate. Women coordinate before they do anything. Men lie. Y'all lie. See, y'all just tell a lie and then you just see where it go. Women don't lie like that. We do not lie like that. We don't lie like that. If we're going to tell a lie, it's already been orchestrated. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, girl. Look, I was with you tonight. I had on my red dress. You had a drink. I paid for it. They're going to run a whole story down to each another before they do anything. Oh, they are. But y'all will come in the house and say, oh, I was with Paul. You don't even know where Paul been. If Paul done called the house, you don't even know. Y'all just lie and roll with it. And your wife said, oh, well, Paul called you. Oh, well, I don't know why he did that because you know what? I mean, he wasn't there that long, but then I met up with John. Y'all don't think it through. Women are plotters and planners. Now I'm gonna give you that, J-Bed. Women are better lies, child. They can get out with a lie. They show enough will. I ain't advocating for it, but I'm just saying. Belinda Hill says, don't let the green grass fool you. I want to get your thoughts on this. A married woman has 9 kids, 9 children, and her husband don't work. Hold on. Okay. A married woman has 9 children. Husband doesn't work. Girl, you lost me at that. Okay, he cheat. Girl, I know you lying. This ninja got 9 kids, don't work, and he cheating. She says he's not leaving and she's not accepting any outside babies, the thoughts panel and chat. Child, I don't understand the situation. Miss Lee, I'm gonna have to throw it to you.
I don't know where he's getting money to cheat because the dates are so expensive now. How can he afford to go out? I mean, when you go to dinner, you're over $100 for one meal. So how can he afford to cheat if he doesn't work?
These women pay. These women pay.
Oh, the women pay. Oh,
these women pay.
Oh.
Yeah, these women pay.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, now let me see. She gave some more. She said she's real. She's a content creator on TikTok. She gives it to him. She shares her whole life on TikTok. Child, let me tell you something. I hope I ain't wrong with this, but I ain't about to give a man a red dollar.
I know what you mean.
I ain't about to do it. Don't come to me with no sad stories. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't do it. As soon as you come to me and breathe hard, I know something wrong. I'll be like, oh, wait a minute now. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, I was just trying to figure out how I was going to pay my rent. I'd be like, What's your mama say? Well, my mama was going to give it to me. Was? Okay. But she didn't get a check. All right. What's your brother say? Oh, my brother said he ain't got it. Oh, wow. Where your best friend at? Well, what you going to pawn so you can get your money up? Because I ain't about to give you nothing. I can't do it. Oh, hold on, let me but that's something. She got 10 kids, KB. She got 10 kids. She got 10 children, not 9, because he's one of them. Bilo Didi says women have options, even as older women, and do. Elite CEO says, I really enjoyed the discussion tonight. You all are awesome and different point of views was interesting. Well, thank you very much. Come on back around. On Friday nights, we just talk about the show and then whatever. Belinda says, women studies their men's. That's why we know when they align. Child show do. And you won't find a piece of evidence, unlike men who are sloppy cheaters. And show won't. It's real. Okay, let's see. My neighbor was culpable in someone's cheating. Her best friend would drive to her house and leave her car there. Her boyfriend would pick her up and drop her off again later. That's the first layer, Ronnie D. That's the first layer. And she talks down on women who struggle, though. She has been evicted multiple times just this year alone. Who been convicted? Oh, evicted. She's been evicted. Child, this story done. Where's she at? Because I don't even know if I want to see it. Because I get the comment down in the comment section. Be like, girl, hey, you crazy. KB, sadly, there's a lot of grown boys and they prey on lonely women. Well, on both sides, people do. The low self-esteem is to take care of them. No, you won't get taken care of over here by me. I know this channel is PG, but he must be giving him something he can feel. You ain't lying. Okay. Oh no, don't bring me into your mess. No, you're not. Can I put her name in the chat? Go ahead. KB Mama, yes, I did. It was so sad. She said she saw it. Oh, that's too much. 9 children, child. Oh, Daddy, I didn't see you down. Let me add you to the stage. Okay, yeah, that's too much right there. 9 children. It's too many at 2. And you're gonna be out here ripping and running, not on me, sir. I could tell y'all stories. I can't even tell y'all. And one was on Judge Mathis. So I could tell you that one, but I just could not believe I could not. When I looked at that TV screen, I was like, I know I'm not looking at my friend on this screen. I know you lying. Not with that foolishness you got up there with. I was like, oh my God. Oh, people be doing too much. That's all I can tell you. People be doing too much. Kibi Mommy says, I cried so much. It was so triggering for me. Oh, wait. Why was you crying? Daddy, you came back up here to say something? Peach McIntyre.
Hi, I was just listening to you talk. It was interesting.
Yeah, cheating is a hard one because it all depends. I wouldn't tell nobody to leave. I wouldn't tell nobody to stay. Oh, the movie Straw was something, wasn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't tell nobody to leave or stay. You got to make your own decision about staying or going. In the end of it, I'm just like, don't be nobody's fool. But if you want to stay, child, stay. That's your man. That ain't my business. You stay right on over there with him, girl. Let him spin up your check, child. Somebody told me one time this man, she had just met this guy. He asked her for $75 because he was short on his rent and he didn't want to have to pay a late fee. And I said, first of all, $75 is an undignified amount of money to ask somebody for. He should have rounded up to 100. First of all. Second of all, if you can owe me $75, you can pay your landlord a late fee. Am I wrong?
That's right. That's smart.
You can owe the landlord. Don't owe me.
That's right.
Yeah, don't owe me, sir. Owe the landlord. Don't owe me a thing. Yes, I cannot listen to her. She is disgusting, especially with what she said about now accepting her husband's baby, even though she allowed him to cheat. Child, I ain't got time for her. It sounds like they making up stuff over there. I need to get me a channel and make up a story and get it wrong. Every day, just clock in with something new. Okay, so he came in today, and I told him that I would keep the baby, while he took her out so they could talk about things. And the baby didn't have no Pampers, so I had to take it to the store and get some. And then tomorrow, I'm like, well, they didn't come back because they got a flat tire. Please. What do y'all think about women who get conned into giving all their money away? I don't understand it. Child, I just told you, if you can get 15 cents loose from me, you good. You are good. Yeah, man. Good. But what you think about that, Miss Leah? Women giving all their money to somebody.
I think it's very, very sad, but I also think that these are people who are well trained. They understand how the mindset of a woman is, and they understand the different mindsets. And they don't just go in for the kill. They court love bomb, and then they find out who you are, how pretty much you move, what your emotions are, and then they know how to get in then to drain the money from you.
Oh, yes. Like I said, I've grown up around some very handsome players, honey. And they was players. You know what I'm saying? Players with the best of them. Okay. And yeah, the games I would watch them, I'd be like, man, that is some crazy work right there. She believed it. Wow. I'd just be like, wow. Listening to them talk to them now, when there's one used to say, if I need to go see my other woman, I need to kick up. He says, so let's say I got a date at 7:00, right? I'm going to kick a fight off at 12:00 in the afternoon. I'm going to kick a fight off with my woman at 12:00 in the afternoon about nothing. I'm going to say, hey, you going to make some lunch? And then she'll say, you want some lunch? And then I say, no, I want nothing. And then an hour later, I'm going to come back and say, I thought you was making lunch. And then I just make an argument out of that. And then just act a whole fool and say, don't even talk to me. I'm getting ready to go. Because see, I got somewhere to be at 7:00. She don't know that. That's why I kicked the fight off at noon, so I could get dressed and get on up out of there.
Oh my!
She think it's about the dinner. It was about I had a date later. I done seen all the games played. Well, I'm like, wow, that's crazy. But did you see the girl? This is old, but there was a girl who won the lottery and spent all her money on her boyfriend that was in jail, and also bonded him out of prison twice.
Oh my God!
For millions of dollars, because he was, like on that kind of, He was in there for them kind of crimes, and she paid over $1 million twice to get him out of prison. Now she ain't got no money. He'd still been in there. I'd been like, baby, like that comedian said, I think the judge broke us up when she hit that gavel and said what she said. We don't go together no more. That girl spent all her money on a prison.
That is sad.
He had to still be in there. The KB Mommy says, off topic, does anyone watch reality TV like Real Housewives of Atlanta?
I used to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it's the earlier season. I haven't watched it recently. I only watched it because I got tired of the competitive reality shows because they've not been going my way, and it's production's fault.
Yeah, not since Nene left. I ain't watched it no more.
I've only seen 3 seasons of it, so I have not seen the entire series. But I definitely watched reality TV, but it's the game show type. But in 2011, I had to quit, and Real Housewives of Atlanta is what took the place. True story.
Belinda Hill says there was a couple on Dr. Phil that would help her husband get dressed and drop him off over his mistress' house. And then the mistress was dropping him back off at home. Child, please. I wish I would. I do. Portia got her prenup in force. She keeps the rolls, the mansion, and gets $40K a month. But the gag is Simon lost money while being detained by ICE. Yeah. The length that these women go through to keep up with the facade is crazy. It's fake it till you make it. I couldn't be on reality TV because I'm about to tell everything. Plus, y'all know we were in this house. He ain't got no money.
Yeah, in order to win reality TV shows, you pretty much have to lie.
No,
that's part of the game. If you're too honest, then you're not. Then you rarely win the game.
Oh yeah, Melanie is my favorite too. I'm a millimeter for real, for real. I'm 7th Avenue down over here. Got all the Earls and all the flavors. The housewives were so cruel to each other that I couldn't stomach the toxicity. Yeah, I can understand that too. But anyway, yeah, Beyond the Gates is an interesting thing to look at and study for me to, ask questions and be like, I wonder if I was in that situation. I wonder if I would turn my mama in. I wonder if I would hide that for my mama. I wonder if I could treat my child like that. It's just interesting.
What do you guys think about Anita? I don't trust that. I'm wondering if she's walking into some kind of trap.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. I definitely think that she's walking into a trap 100%.
Yeah, I think something's up. I think something's up. Yeah.
Those girls are very angry.
The one trying to hurt her, Tracy or Sharon, or do you think it's both of them?
And this is why I didn't like Tuesday's episode, because they came into Anita's house not in hostility but in peace. And you can't trust that, especially Sharon. All of a sudden, Sharon wants to make peace and everything. No, I don't buy it. Don't buy it for 1 second.
You know what? Maybe that's why Tracy was always on her phone. They busy setting her up.
I think they are both. And I truly, truly believe that they both are still very angry. They believe that she has something that belonged to the 2 of them or the 3 of them together, and she was singled out and given it to her as a gift. I also believe that they're jealous of her lifestyle, that not only did she make it as a solo singer, she married a rich man with a prominent name and all of that, and they're very jealous of her. I just have a problem believing that this is going to work out.
Yeah. I cannot disagree because it's about to be something. It's about to be something for sure. Something gonna go on down there. But I was thinking at first Tracy on the phone because she like burning, but maybe Tracy is the one always looking at it, because I think that she's the one that's gonna sneak up on you because she looks the most innocent. She's the most trusted. She's always smiling and she's the peacekeeper, but she may also quietly have been the most bitter.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
show
she
did
can
get
be that
toxic.
type of person. You gotta watch out for people like that because they think because you think they're their friends. Nope, they're the enemy.
Yeah, because why was all this? Hurry up, girl, let's go. You know, because it's almost like if Vernon hadn't made it home, Anita was gonna leave a note and say she was gone.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
Yeah, I only watch because of Mel too. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Going back to Love and Marriage Huntsville, a lot of people like they don't want coleslaw on the show, but I want coleslaw on the show. And the reason why I want her on the show is so that number one, she gets a taste of her own medicine. Number two, that everything that man she with is brought to the top, and that people and that she gets to experience everything she thought she wanted. Like, it's sometimes you think you want somebody's life until you got to step into it. So let you go ahead on and step in Mel's shoes, sister. You're gonna see what it is. You're gonna see what that man is you got is for real. Everything that's been said about him is going to be shown to be true if she comes onto the show. I don't want her on the show, but I want to see her on the show just so that it helps Mel in court to get her children. What if Leslie and the dirty cop join forces? I think they are. I think he's going to steal everything, or he's going to find out. I think he's going to find out what she needs to know to have all that evidence tossed out.
I believe. I thought about that too. And you know what? Cat deserves that. Someone was asking why should Cat be in jail with Eva and Leslie, but Cat broke and entered. Then she left the woman's window open and planted evidence. So all of those are crimes.
Below duty, there's a saying: "Don't get in my rocking chair unless you can keep it up to speed." And I think that that's what Coleslaw needs to learn. You thought you wanted Melanie's spot, but you are in no position to hold her spot. And as I said, she will be the conduit that will get Melanie her children back and get that man off her back. I feel by them putting their business out here in the streets, because you won't be able to hide it from the cameras. You are not going to be able to hide it from the cameras. So once it's shown that he's putting his hands on you, once it's shown how he really is and what he really does toward the kids, they're going to pick up all that. They need to see all that on film so it helps the male. So, girl, go ahead and step in her shoes. That's what you thought you wanted, girl. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, get down. You're going to see what it is. Because she, if you notice below DD, she always the one that's exposing stuff. Because she's stupid. I hate to call the child stupid, but y'all know that girl ain't got no more sense than a CC bug. That dirty cop linked to Joey. Oh, that's true. So Vanessa will be part of that storyline. Oh. I saw in a Facebook group that they are speculating that June, or one of the articulates, might be Haley's mom. And the doctor might be connected to Leslie. The doctor? Hence why she's been able to have access. Oh, Dr. Montgomery. Yeah, I think they said something is going to be up with Dr. Montgomery. I hate Mel has to share custody with him. He's awful. He is awful with his no sock wearing in the summertime stuff at the hospital. Belinda Hill, a couple episodes ago, Tracy was talking to Sharon about setting Anita. Yeah, for a revenge, something is definitely going to happen in Chicago. Yeah. Yeah, something going to happen.
Yeah.
I just hope they let her keep her wig intact, Lord. Don't put her out there like that, even though she got nice sounded.
I definitely think something's gonna happen. I mean, I knew it the moment I watched Tuesday's episode. And Tuesday's episode, in my opinion, was the worst episode, but Anita's was the best part by far because I got valuable information from it.
Yeah, she was so happy.
Yes, she was. But
that was the point. That was the point to make her happy. Yep. You see a good schemer knows to give them what they desire, and what Anita desires is a reunion, and now she's getting a reunion.
And I think Anita is Anita. Number one, Anita's a smart woman, she's a strong woman, but she's no match for when you have the line of guilt. She lived all of these years with the guilt. She's pushed it down. Part of what they're saying to her, she's writing that on the wall of her emotions because she feels they're right. And she may be almost like self-sabotage because she wants to be punished. for what she thinks she deserves. And when you get into that spot, people like Sharon and Tracy, they would just walk and kill.
Miss Lil, did you ever watch Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Did I watch what?
Love and Marriage Huntsville.
No, I've never watched that.
It started out good, then it just became bigger than the like I said, what happened in the YouTube land was bigger than the show. Like it was huge. So Tisha won't be having another expo. No, there won't be no more expo. Yeah, I was looking that up to see had that show been renewed, and they said no. But you know what I think? I think that Carlos is going to try to get somebody else to pick that up so they can at least get one more season out of the show if he's able to do that. If contractually he's able to move it somewhere else. Yeah, he might have to move it to YouTube. YouTube was but you know what got me though, Elite CEO, is all the fighting that was going on with the vloggers, with the YouTubers. That was it was just sad for me to watch people doxing each other and putting each other's, it means the same thing, but putting each other's information out here in the thing and digging in folks' lives and sending people to people's homes and suing each other, all behind a show that they were reviewing. Because I wanted to review it, and I was like, I don't want to get in that. First of all, they need a new contract, KB Mommy says. Yeah, and I don't know. I think I don't want to be rid of them because all these lawsuits and stuff. It's too much. It's too much. Like, can we just watch the show and tune out? I don't need nobody fighting behind the gates because I need everybody on there to stay on there. I don't want nobody coming on talking about today playing the role of, I'm going to be like, you know what? Unless it's Derek or Ashton. Well, it's not the acting skills, so let me not say that. It's the storylines. The fact that a reality show personality brought a lawsuit against a YouTuber is crazy. Yeah, it is. And an older person at that. I bet that Tracy and Sharon are working with Dante Green. I believe that too. Anita left him behind when she married Vernon, and Anita was probably Dante's cash cow, amongst other things.
Yes.
The YouTubers related to Love and Marriage Huntsville were insane. Girl. The YouTubers related to Love and Marriage Huntsville were insane. No offense, Miss Jen. I don't know what that meant, but look. Yes, honey, them extra mamas and things. It was too much. Yeah, I heard about that too. Belinda Hill, Dr. Montgomery was asking Bill too many questions about Chelsea. She sure was.
Yeah, and she was trying to be slick. She wanted to, and she asked about both, and she said, "Oh well, I just like to talk to my patients about their family." In other words, she can cognitively appraise him and assess him and see where he is, but that wasn't what she was doing. She's trying to get a foundation on who Chelsea is.
Baby mommy, ooh, girl, yes, that what you just said right there. Did y'all hear about the YouTuber that got pow from another YouTuber?
No.
That got pow from another YouTuber. No, I don't think I heard about that. They do this too much. Like, I just want to mind my business over here quietly. Because I don't want to, I know I can't not really know, but I kind of rock with one person for real in the YouTube land, and it's not like we're friends, but I'm saying I rock with them. That's it. That's all. That's enough. In Vegas, yes, I saw it. Oh, KB Mama, you got to put that in the mod chat and tell me who happened. Who was it? Don't put it in here because I don't want them crazy folks over here. I don't want it. But anyway, it looks like we got a really interesting week coming up next week. I mean, Martin grabbing folks, yoking them up all in the neck.
Well, of course, it could be a daydream like it was last time.
I think he really grabbed them.
Oh, it's going to be for real. It's going to be interesting then.
because he done got in his ear. And because, but you know what? What if he, no, I don't think he daydreamed because that man is really there poking around and serving plates. Okay, KB.
But it's about time we have some Martin action. I mean, we haven't seen Martin in a long time, and now they're finally showing him. I think they're getting ready for July sweeps.
Oh, it starts over again in July?
Yep, it sure does.
Yay. When do they go on hiatus?
What does?
The show. Are they going to do a hiatus? Like a break?
I don't think so. Not in July, I don't think so. Unless it's July 4th.
And when they do go on break, how long is the break usually?
What do you mean break?
You know, like shows go on breaks for vacation.
Oh, this is a soap opera. They don't go on break. They air episodes 365 days a year.
Oh, so the way they get vacations is by not writing people in for a little while.
Correct. And Martin wasn't written in for a while we haven't seen Martin in a long time until Thursday.
So Anita could be on vacation now.
Could be.
Mm-hmm. And I don't see the kids.
Anyways, the sweeps begins July 3rd.
Oh, okay. That's a good time. I'll take that.
But yeah, they go continuously in the soap operas. I mean, like I said, when the last episode of the season ends, then they go straight to the next season. There's no hiatus.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that sounds good. Ronnie D says the first episode is 200 episodes. Ooh. Okay, and
he meant the first season.
Okay, first season, yeah, first season, 200 episodes. They film straight for 2 weeks, and then they take a break for 2 weeks, and then they start again. Oh, okay, so they use the weekend too. There's no
I see. That makes sense. So the producers do take a break after a season.
Yeah, because what's his name?
But the airtime doesn't take a break though.
Yeah, the new Ted started filming like a month or so before we ever saw him. He was already filming. The other guy was already gone. I think he was probably gone by the time the show had aired almost. The new guy had come on and started. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. Well, thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all real big time. I can't tell you just how much, but this much right here, this much. Always look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Real Talk says, years ago, Brandon Beamer, who played Sean Douglas Brady on The Days of Our Lives, explained how filming works. And Bobby Wobby says, I don't know soap operas had seasons until this year. I didn't know they had seasons until this year. Okay. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me on a Friday night.
Yep, but soap operas have seasons just like any other show, except airtime wise, there's no break. But I guess it makes sense that the crew does get a break. I mean, they get a break just like everyone else does.
Yeah, they gotta have some vacation time sometime, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys. So you guys come back next Monday and then back next Friday for us to hang out and have another lively discussion. I always appreciate those that are brave enough to come up here and share their opinions and their knowledge with us. And E-Daddy, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Tell your mom I said thanks too. Thank you, Real Talk, as well. I'm gonna take you down from the stage now, but thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
All right, good night.
Good night.
Okay, so all right, you guys. So I thank you guys too for hanging out with me this evening. I have the best time with you guys because actually I didn't even feel like getting up here tonight. I think all that breaking news today just got on my nerves. I'm so sick of somebody, just sick of them. Every single day, it's a new clown parade marching down the middle of the street for no reason. We don't need it. Everyone have a blessed and highly favored weekend. Belinda Hill says, Ronnie D says, always fun. Thank you. KB Mommy says, Linda will be back next week. Yay. Yeah, she'll be back home. I think she gets home Sunday. So, because she should be home in time to see the show on Monday. Real Talk says, when I saw breaking news, I was like, bro. I was sitting here going, I know you lying. And then when I saw what it was about, I was like, oh, this is about to take too long. So I almost just went away and thought I'll catch it later. And then something said, sit here And okay, DM me real talk. And then something said, no, sit here because maybe they'll break away from this, So yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Let me go up here and hit my thing so that we can say thank you to the Mod Squad.
Thank you, Mod Squad.
Thank you so much, Mod Squad, for everything that you guys do, for hanging out, because I know y'all got stuff to do too. So if I'm live, y'all come on. And I appreciate all of you, Bilo, Didi, and Destiny, and KB Mommy, and also Linda. And then those of you who always come up here and hang out with me, I appreciate you guys too, So thank you so much. Hold on one second. Okay, I think I did that right. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Bilo Didi is wishing those of you who are dads happy Father Days, and so is KB Mommy. I should have talked about that tonight, child, because I be just thrown off when people have I might have to come back on here and just ask y'all about that on Saturday. I don't know. About that whole, they got a whole card section now for women on Father's Day. And I'm like, wait now, come on, y'all. Come on now. Are we really doing that? I know, you got Mother's Day, but, even if their dad is a deadbeat, he ain't around, he ain't talking to nobody, I don't know. Ronnie D says, you do all the work, we just show up. Well, thank you, Ronnie, for that. Because I do be working over here like a Hebrew slave making brick with no mortar. Yeah, KB Mommy, I'm saying they have cards. I had a picture of it to load up to show you guys, but they have cards for, let me see if I can load it up here right quick. Hold on. I think I did screenshot it. Yeah, here it is. Let me crop it because I was watching something while I was looking at this. Crop it, save. Hold on one second. I know this thing about to be loud. Now, I'm going to turn my volume all the way down. But watch StreamYard get all loud. I'm going to show y'all this right quick, then we're going to get up out of here. Do, 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 do. You can find these in the store. Do, 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 do. Let me take down a picture too, in case it's saying it, because I got a lot of pictures loaded up today. So let me take down some pictures. Delete overlay, delete overlay. Okay, so it should let me put something else in here. Into the studio. Hold on one second, you guys. I'm gonna upload this picture right quick. Into the studio. Okay, media asset. And upload. Go. Browse. That picture. Okay, now it's up there. So let me close that out. Okay, so here's the picture. Y'all see that? They have those in the stores. That's a section. Mom on Father's Day. For you, Mom, on Father's Day. So what y'all think about that? I think we're doing too much now. That's what I think. I think we're doing a little bit too much. I think it's another way to dig at the daddies. Now, you the one picked him. We didn't pick him. You picked him. Let me see y'all opinions right quick. Then I'm about to get out here. Bilo Didi says, thumbs down. No way, that's crazy. Not a fan. Thanks, Miss Jen, for all you do. I had a lot of fun. I'm glad you did, Belinda. I appreciate you guys being here as well. Ronnie D says they have Mother's Day's card for women who are like mothers to you. We used to call them play mamas. That's different. Ridiculous. And Linda Hill says, oh my, yeah. I'm just like, I don't even understand that. Like, what we doing? What we doing? But all right, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here and go in here and mind my business and find something else to do. And you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. You dads, I guess y'all gonna be out here eating and doing y'all thing. Get some attention and get some socks and stuff you don't want. That's another thing. They said people do so much for Mother's Day and Father's Day. Be like, yeah, I got you a pair of socks. Lil says too much. I agree. All right, y'all. I hope everybody's had a great day. I hope you're having a great day. And if not, there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway. And have a great weekend, y'all. I'll talk to y'all on Monday. Y'all got 30 seconds to see who's going to get the last comment up. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.